The full lineup of the John Cena showcase in 2K23 has been revealed. We have brand new footage that we want to go through with you today, talk about the alt attires that we're going to see for these superstars, some of the arenas that we're going to get, everything we learned coming out of the ringside report. Let's get into it right now. So I didn't think that 2K was going to come out and just give us the full gambit, the full rundown of every single match that we're going to get for the John Cena showcase in 2K23. Did you? Personally, I would have liked to have seen a couple more surprises left on the table. We could have had a few more guesses along the way to actually enjoy it a little bit further, but here we are. So the John Cena showcase is going through his entire career, from his debut match against Kurt Angle, going all the way to SummerSlam where he took on Roman Reigns. We're covering a little bit of everything through his career. There are 14 matches that have been confirmed for the mode, and there are rumblings of some bonus matches that we're going to be able to play with. We get our first look at John Cena versus Brock Lesnar back at Backlash 2003, where John Cena lost to the champion Brock Lesnar. One thing to note here is that we do have a different SmackDown referee that we haven't seen before in the rest of the footage and the rest of the details for the game. I love that we're going to get the younger version of Brock Lesnar. Don't forget too, if you're going to get the Icon edition of the game, you're going to get the Ruthless Aggression pack, and that's going to give you Brock Lesnar 2001. It's also going to give you prototype John Cena as well, and 02 Randy Orton and Leviathan Batista. But it does mean that we're going to get a pretty healthy roster and some throwbacks, some really cool throwbacks from an 01 Brock Lesnar to the 03 Brock Lesnar that we have here in this footage. I'm also excited that we're going to get Backlash 2003. I love the old Ruthless Aggression arenas. WWE did such a better job back then when it came to stages and the arena designs. Now at WrestleMania 34, John Cena was egging on The Undertaker, calling him out, and they had this little tiny bit of a match where John Cena took on The Undertaker and lost. This was the whole story of John Cena not having a match at WrestleMania, and then it ended up with this. The good news is that we're going to end up with multiple versions of The Undertaker from WrestleMania 34. We can also confirm based on the full match list, we'll talk about that in a second, but we're going to get Undertaker 2003. So we're going to get the biker version of Undertaker as well. And then obviously we're going to get this WrestleMania arena to go along with it, which I really love the stage design of WrestleMania 34. Let me know your thoughts on it. The other cool thing we see with this footage is that when Undertaker was signaling to end things for John Cena, he pulled the straps down. Now, what a lot of fans have been hoping for is that we are going to see that feature brought back into the game. It's a small, tiny detail, but for the likes of Kurt Angle and The Undertaker, being able to pull the straps down when you're going to call for your finisher is a cool detail. I really hope that they are bringing this back and it's not just going to do a quick cut scene between the two. But because we have Kurt Angle in there too, makes me feel like we will get it. Now, a really cool match that I'm glad that they are including. We knew this from the preview footage they talked about, but we are getting AJ Styles versus John Cena, and this happened at SummerSlam 2016. I remember being pretty hyped up for when this match originally happened. It's kind of one of those dream matches where you're seeing AJ come into the company and he's taking on John Cena in this huge feud to kick things off for his career that he's had now with WWE. And I really like AJ's gear in this, and we're getting a little bit of the shorter hair, medium length hair of AJ Styles in this too. We can also get a glimpse of the SummerSlam 2016 arena here in the background. I also wonder, how many versions of John Cena are they going to give us in this game? Are they going to give us every single one of these versions of Cena that is in every single match? There's going to be a lot of difference here. I imagine they're going to do a lot of them. They did so many for Rey Mysterio. I imagine we're going to get a lot of John Cena. The last match that they did show off here with gameplay, one I was personally excited to see, and we knew that it was going to be there based on the gameplay preview footage, but it's Night of Champions 2008, John Cena versus Triple H. We're getting long-haired Triple H back in the game, which is awesome. The other thing that's cool is that it doesn't look like they're just pulling from a My Faction version of Triple H and putting them in the game. They're using one that they've kind of recreated here, and I'm glad that we are going to get this. Big Triple H fan, so I'm glad to see that we're going to get this version of him in the game, and obviously we get the modern bald-headed COO version of Triple H in there too. Hopefully a few more, you never know. We already knew about the Kurt Angle John Cena match that was shown off. We also saw RVD versus John Cena at One Night Stand, but the full match list goes like this if you're interested. So we have obviously SmackDown 2002, and this would also confirm all of the different arenas we should be getting here, along with championships we would unlock and alt attires. Even 2K wrote this in the ringside report about all of the unlockables that we can achieve by playing through all the matches and unlocking and finishing everything. So we have John Cena versus Kurt Angle on SmackDown 2002. They have SummerSlam 2008 of John Cena versus Batista. We then have SummerSlam 2006, which has given us John Cena versus Edge. That's really awesome because we were hoping that Edge was going to be one of the showcase opponents that we could play as. They had such a long history together. I'm really glad that this match is going to make it in there. We're also going to get New Year's Revolution 2006. So after the Elimination Chamber ended, Edge cashed in for the very first time and beat John Cena. I'm really glad that this moment is going to be in here. Getting all the different versions of Edge, the long-haired, younger-looking Edge, Rated R Superstar. Hopefully we get the Rated R Superstar Championship back in the game. We know Lita has been confirmed. I'm going to talk about Lita and a few other things with the roster on another episode, probably the next day after this one, because I got some thoughts. But hopefully it would mean we would get alternate versions of Lita 2 to go along with this. 2K then talks about how we have 9 champions 2008, John Cena versus Triple H, as we've shown on screen. SummerSlam 2014, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. This is a really cool match where Brock Lesnar came back and just dummied John Cena for the whole thing. We have Backlash 2003, as we saw with the footage of John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Vengeance 2003, which is John Cena versus The Undertaker. You're getting big dog, big evil Undertaker, which is great. I love the throwback Vengeance Arena for 2003, the Backlash ones, New Year's Revolution. Those are gonna be really cool ones to have. We then get Hell in a Cell 2009, John Cena versus Randy Orton, Prime Viper, Randy Orton 2009. Great to have him in there. Great to see that we're going to get different alts for Randy Orton. Remember the Ruthless Aggression pack? If you buy that, you get 2002 Randy Orton, the young looking Randy Orton. Then you're going to get 09, and then you will get modern day Orton too. We then get SummerSlam 2021, where it's Roman Reigns versus John Cena. This is when we're just starting to get Roman Reigns as the tribal chief, getting everything kind of kick-started. It's been a long time now, hasn't it? They then list WrestleMania 28, Cena versus The Rock. SummerSlam 2016, which is the John Cena AJ Styles match that we've shown on screen here. WrestleMania 34 that was shown off of John Cena versus The Undertaker. ECW One Night Stand 2006, RVD versus John Cena. The devs then write in the ringside report that the historical arenas, the attires, and incredible cutscenes will put players right in the middle of the action as they avoid SDFs, 5-knuckle shuffles, and the attitude adjustments. If players can hustle their way through each match and stay loyal to completing the in-game objectives, then they will truly earn respect, not only from us, but from John Cena himself. Devs also write that players can still earn rewards for simply winning the match, unlocking the next match, as well as arenas or championships, but completing objectives will yield more rewards. If you played the Rey Mysterio showcase in 22, it was exactly the same thing. If you complete all of the objectives, even on easy mode, you're going to unlock everything. So for players out there, if you're like, hey, I really want to just speed through the showcase and get all the unlockables, you totally can. You'll be able to go through the John Cena showcase on easy, but as long as you complete all of the objectives in every single match, you'll have everything unlocked. You're totally good. What are your thoughts on the showcase breakdown of all of the different matches and what we are going to see? I'm glad we're getting Edge, we're getting Randy Orton, got different versions of Undertaker that are back in the game like they were for 22. Triple H is in there too. For me, I'm excited for it. I think it looks like a better showcase than that of Rey Mysterio in my opinion. These are more exciting matchups that I'm excited to play versus that of the Rey Mysterio showcase, where some of the matches really didn't hit home for me and I found them a little lackluster. For all things 2K23, hit subscribe and leave a like on this video. Check out this one right here. We got more 2K23 news coming at you and all week long. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.